All right, welcome to the TGM podcast. I'm your host, Earl Batman Stringer. Now, if you are a grinder, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are somebody who does what it takes to achieve your goals, you are on team go mode. All right, so today's guest, I have Alicia Smith. Now, I actually met Alicia a couple years ago, I think, on Facebook, right? And I seen she's always doing stuff. Like she is a entrepreneur, online entrepreneur. She's a single mom, and I thought it'd be dope to talk to her on here because I think she can be a great inspiration to a lot of people in general, but especially single moms who are looking for other ways to like bring in income and just deal with everyday life, right? And be a successful single mom. So, Alicia, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
Great, great, great. Just take a couple minutes just to talk about yourself. Introduce yourself to the people and let them know just a little bit about yourself.
Um, okay. So I'm a single mom. I have three boys. I'm an entrepreneur. I was born with that mindset. I feel like most of us are. Um, Not that it can't be created, but I always wanted to work for myself. Um, I dropped out of school because I couldn't do the 9 to 5 of school. I just wanted to get a job as soon as I was old enough and I had a license. So I did that always with the goal of wanted to invest as soon as I had the money, wanted to get in real estate, and that's just now starting to happen. But then when I became a mom, that of course immediately I was like, I want to be home with my kids. I don't want someone telling me I can't be there for them. So I started house cleaning service, and then my son got type 1 diabetes, and he unfortunately he's what we call a brittle diabetic. He was, and so I had to be with him 24/7. So that really like forced me into entrepreneurship. So now I'm still, you know, just trying to figure it out. I'm still just every day trying to figure it out. But that's really my goal, is to create cash flow and time freedom, and freedom for moms, really, for families.
And that's what we talk about all the time. Like, me and you, we had long conversations on the phone, and we always be like, damn, we should have recorded that. Like, that was so dope. We all talk about that. So we always talk about in the future, like actually getting together and working on different projects and everything, right? Because I always see you on Facebook, posting very like inspirational stuff, right? And I look at it, I'm like, okay, okay, she got that entrepreneurial spirit. She got that mindset. So one thing I want you to kind of give some advice, say like a single mom listening to this right now, like how could she start bringing in maybe some extra cash? Because I know you got experience with the online, making money online. It's like, what would you recommend, right? Because there's so much stuff out here, right? So much noise. Like, what would you recommend somebody who's really never messed with like online, making money online, all that? Like, what would you recommend to somebody just getting started, like a single mom? Like, what would you recommend? Like, what direction she go in?
Man, the online space is so overwhelming. And honestly, I let that hold me back a lot for a long time. So I would say try to find one or two people that you really like, and keep it simple. And that's one thing that I have yet to do. I love networking, and I love working with people so much that even like with you and so many other people, I'm like, oh, this person's so cool. This person's so dope. I want to work with them. But try to narrow it down. Look for simplicity. Um, there's so many complex ways that you can get into marketing and doing things, but I would say really look for simplicity and link up with somebody that you really like them personally and that you can have a connection with, like how we were able to talk. um, I wouldn't try to follow someone that doesn't have the time for you, because some people are so big and so busy that they have systems in place that you could follow. But I would try to find a mentor or somebody that has the time to speak to you. um, there's right now I'm doing DoorDash, so there's lots of like side gigs and stuff like that. Um, but that's hard for moms, honestly. Like I struggle with it with my kids. I like DoorDash because you can't take your kids with you. Um, some kids are cool in the car. If your kids are cool in the car, that's great. I My goal with DoorDash was to earn cash flow with it
Mm.
and use that to be able to invest in opportunities online. So I would say find somebody you like, find a cash flow opportunity. Like you can do DoorDash, you can do Shipt, you can do Uber Eats, Lyft, whatever. DoorDash is probably the easiest to sign up for and get approved for. Um, and you can get instant payments. So I would say do that and then find someone that you vibe with and that inspires you and that has the time for you and try to stick to that one or two persons. Um, and just don't give up. Like keep going after it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't even know. Like that's kind of dope. I think a lot of people in general, like or especially moms, they probably didn't know that they could actually, take their kids when they doing DoorDash, right?
Yeah.
So that right there kind of like that kind of kills some excuses that maybe a mom, she might got a car or whatever, but she might be like, yo, damn, I can't do DoorDash. I got my daughter, my son. Nah, it don't matter. You can still do it.
I use it as an opportunity to instill work ethic and entrepreneurship in my children. I make them help me. Now, if you have little babies, you can't do that,
Yeah,
but I have boys
yeah.
that are, but yeah, I have them help me take the food to the door, take a picture, and I use it as an opportunity to increase their like people skills. Like I have them go in and say, "Hey, I'm looking for an order for this person, whatever." So I try to take them along the journey of entrepreneurship with me.
Yo, that's dope. That's like that right there. You should do a video about that on your channel because
Good.
that's right there. That's like a triple, what's it? A triple threat, triple something. Because basically, so you going out there, you making money, right? You grinding, and then you're spending time with your kids, right? So you're taking care of your kids, plus you actually teaching your kids how to be an entrepreneur, right? How to grind, and you actually showing them like that right there is like dope. Like you don't even realize that, huh? That's like right. Look how that was crazy to think like that. Like just doing DoorDash, simple side hustle, and for a single mom who, like I said, maybe she never thought of that. You know what I mean? Women probably was like, oh damn, like oh my god, like I didn't even realize I could take my kids. Oh, and I can kind of teach them. I mean nowadays you start teaching your kids about hustling and grinding, and when they 3, 4, 5 years old, like they can start getting you know what I'm saying, seeing what you doing. And by the time they get older, they're like, oh my God, they'll be 12 years old and already be like selling candy in school. You know what I'm saying? Already
Yeah.
like thinking of their own ideas. And that could have been sparked just from riding with their mom. And that really goes for dads too. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dad and you got a kid, you can take them with you. You know what I'm saying? While you grinding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real. That's real dope. Yo, the hype is real. Live Good is changing the network marketing industry in a big way. So if you are serious about making money online and creating a passive income, you need to take the 5-minute Live Good tour. And you can do so by going to tgm.livegoodwealth.com or checking the description or info section of this episode. Let me ask you, like, what do you feel like holds people back? Like, especially like with single moms and everything. What do you think hold them back from just like going all out on like, yo, I want to be like a boss. Like I want to be, uh financial freedom. Like, because I'm sure you know women or you heard about it, like they just feel like they can't do anything. Maybe they're whatever, I mean, they're at home or they feel like they don't have what it takes to be a boss. They're letting their kids kind of hinder their dreams or something like that. Like, what would you tell a single mom who's kind of in that mindset? Like, what would your advice be?
Man, I've been in that mindset. I was in that mindset for so long. And I think that goes back to like, yes, it can be created. Any mindset, you can change your mindset at any time, but some of us are just born that way. And I thank God that I was because I just never was able to give up on wanting to create my own life. create my own income. Man, it's hard. Like, first of all, I just want to say with love and grace, like, it's hard as a mom. Um, you got to intentionally tell yourself that you can do this for your kids and not do it because of them. Like, just now, my boys are out there fighting. I have three boys. It's like
Yeah.
it's a zoo in my house. It's
Right.
WWE every day. So I a lot of times I still let stuff like that intimidate me, like, oh man, what if they get into a fight while I'm on live or whatever? But this is real life. Like, that's the beautiful thing about the internet and building online. People want to see real people. They want to connect with real people. Like, just have it in your mind. Don't let nothing hold you back. Like, nothing. Kids acting crazy. Just you got to have like a vision mindset. Remind yourself that, yeah, it may be bad right now, or it might not be great when I start out, or my content might not be great, or when I first started door dashing, I didn't really make money with it for a while. It took me a while to get a hang of it. Just keep that vision in your mind. If I keep doing this every day in a year, in 2 years, what's the payoff going to be? So I would just say have a vision. Definitely have a vision and belief. I talked about this on a live last night. Just believing in yourself. Like, a lot of people, it's hard to really wrap your mind around that. It is taking over the world, and it's a real thing right now. Like, entrepreneurship and building businesses online, or even the gig economy is booming right now. Those are real businesses. And if you have a business mindset around it, you can turn it into a legitimate business.
It is. I mean, honestly, because I tell my sisters all the time, like, yo, it's so many damn opportunities out here now. Like, honestly, it's like the best time ever that if you have an idea to go for it, whether you're working a part-time job or 9 to 5 job or you unemployed, man, this is the best time to actually like whatever you're trying to do, just try, because even if you fail, so what? Either try again or try something else. But there's no reason why you can't at least pursue the things that you want to do, whether it be writing your own book or starting your own podcast, right? Selling on eBay. People still selling like crazy on eBay. I remember doing that back in the day. Like, eBay was tough. And people still doing it. You know what I mean? Like with Amazon, being an affiliate, like I'm huge on affiliate marketing and network marketing. Like I just think that business model, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Affiliate marketing, network marketing is a phenomenal business model, a phenomenal opportunity. Yeah, I mean, it truly is, and so many people aren't aware of it. Like, so many people are skeptic. And one thing that I want to touch on, like you was just saying about believing in yourself, man, that is so important, because we all in situations, right, where you can doubt yourself. Something will happen where you're gonna doubt yourself, but you have to somehow get to that core belief to know that you're going to reach your goals despite what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, in your life, it don't matter. And I just did a video on my YouTube channel, and I was like, anything bad that happens, not bad, any struggle, so to speak, obstacle, whether it be money, whether it be a hospital bill, or whether it be you lost your job or you're going through a breakup, whatever, you got to just tell yourself it's all just part of my story. And if you keep that in your head, yeah, you're gonna have down times like we all do, but like, just keep you know what I'm saying, keep telling yourself it's just part of my story. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to. It really is the key to everything is faith. You have to build self-belief. And like, when I started, I thought I had it. I thought I was the type of person that was like, I don't care what nobody thinks about me. It's easy to say that till you get in front of a camera, or till you
Yeah.
making content, and maybe you mess up, maybe you say something you wish you didn't online, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, I talked about this last night too on one of my lives. Failing is part of the journey. You got to be willing to step out and make mistakes, and know that that's part of it, and still keep that belief. Like, you just got to know, and whatever happens, like whatever hurdles come, you got to tell yourself in that moment, like, something good is on the other side of this. No matter what, if I keep going, if I don't give up, if I keep my faith, something good is on the other side of this. And there's a lesson in every hardship. So
And it really is. Like that's real. And I think more and more people need to hear that, not only hear it, but they need to start feeling that. You know what I'm saying? That, you know,
Hearing.
right, right. Because like I said, I'm just like my mind is just like I can't stop trying to reach my goals. I got crazy ass goals. And I'm just like, I have that comfort that's the thing. Like I have the comfort to know, like if something were to happen to me in 5 minutes, if I was to leave this planet, I'm leaving knowing that I was going after what I wanted, and that
Mhm.
kind of gives me this good feeling because I know for a fact, like if I was just to quit trying to do what I'm doing, to quit trying to do YouTube, quit trying to be a big time network marketer, affiliate marketer, if I was trying to quit music and everything, I know yeah, you can have this calm peaceness for a while, like lessen the responsibility of trying to be an entrepreneur. But at some point, it's going to eat at me. The fact that I didn't go to my full potential, it would eat at me. And I think it eats at a lot of people. There's so many people out there, working a job, and that's fine. But they're going home or they're at their job complaining at their job about things they wish they was doing. I wish I started a t-shirt company. I wish I wrote a book. I wish I tried out for the local play. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, they're complaining at their job. Then they come home and they complain about it, right? To their family, and then they go to bed, and then they wake up and do it all over again. But when do you get to that point where you're like, yo, I'm going for this? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm going for it because there is no excuse, especially nowadays, why you shouldn't be trying to go after whatever you trying to do. Like, it's okay to have big ass goals. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why not? Like, and that's what like, we talk all the time about like, working together, doing different projects because I'm like, yo, I feel like especially like what you doing, I tell you all the time, like, yo, you really need to like drop a book, you know what I'm saying, and do this and really help people because I see you on your Facebook inspiring people. Like I see your post, and maybe you do it, you don't realize. Like people see that shit. Like regardless of people say like interaction on Facebook, people see your post. People see my post. It's just a matter of do they say anything or not, but people still see it.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? And like I said, we all got the power to pretty much, I feel, control, your destiny to a point. Like if there's if you're trying to do something, um, I think you need to, have a plan and then just go for it. But let me ask you real quick, um, who do you like look to far as like motivation? Like anybody big out there? Like who would you recommend people? Cause I know you talked about that earlier. Like who do you look at and like, yo, they be dropping knowledge or people need to really get with so and so? Like who do you like to listen to?
Well, you. I was trying
Oh
to
damn it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Go ahead.
really you. And Jesse Lee Ward, I really like. There's so
Mm.
many. My problem is there's so many. I love people. I love network marketing because it is really true. In real estate, in network marketing, and affiliate marketing, um, networking. I love networking. I love working with dope people. I love being inspired by like-minded people. So I follow too many people.
Yeah,
But
me too.
Jessie Lee Ward, who just passed, she has some amazing content. And if you go and look at what has transpired since she passed, they say network marketing is turning strangers into friends and family because you're building relationships with people that you're chasing after your whole life goals with. And your success depends on their success. And even just like doing this type of stuff, we're not even working on an opportunity together right now, but we're
No.
sharpening each other. You know what I'm saying? So Jesse Lee Ward, um, God, there's so many. Fraser Brooks, he's a good one. I'm trying to think.
Do you like Gary V?
I like Gary Vee. Yeah, I like Gary
Yeah.
Vee a lot.
I listen. I used to listen to him a lot, and I listen to him from time to time. But like I'm like you, there's so many people I kind of, listen to, and they pop up on my YouTube feed all
Yeah,
the time. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there. And like you said, I do suggest somebody, find a couple people, and kind of just, whenever you need that motivation, listen to them, or try to take what you can from some of the things that they talk about, because that really can help. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, surround yourself with like-minded people. I think that's so damn important. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. Surround yourself with people who kind of think like you. I got the same, not even necessarily if you doing the same things, right? You don't got to be doing the same things, but you can still have that same mentality, right? Like just like you just said, I'm doing gangs of other stuff. You doing all the stuff you doing, and we're not even in the same, but yet we still can come on here and connect and share information. And like we talked about, which I actually want to do another podcast episode strictly about the power of networking, right? Because we talked about that the other day, but I want to do a whole, another little episode on that. But like I said, the fact that we're not, I don't want to say we're not benefiting each other, because we are, but like there is no
Monetary
there is
benefit.
no right, there is no gain. Like it's not like, oh, oh, we're both repping this, or like we're just two entrepreneurs who think alike, who want more out of life, who we're pursuing that financial freedom that everybody talk about, and we're just on a journey to get to where we're going, and that's
Yeah.
what we have in common, and that's all you really have to have in common to network
Yep.
with people. You know what I mean, and stay motivated. You know what I mean. But yeah, anything else you want to touch on? Real quick though, I do want to say, I want to make sure that for anybody that want to reach out to you, uh, your information, like what's the best way if somebody, a single mom or anybody want to reach out to you and ask you questions about what you got going on, or even with the DoorDash thing or other online businesses that you're doing, like what's the best way to get at you?
Well, first of all, I love to help people like that. That networking and helping others, that like lights my soul on fire. So you can reach me. I have two Facebooks, Alicia Smith and Alicia Nicole. They have the same profile picture, and Nicole is Nichole. I'm on YouTube, but I haven't uploaded in a year. And I don't even know what my
Well, girl, you take some of these clips from this podcast and upload.
I I'm getting back on YouTube, but
Yeah,
I would say
yeah.
Facebook Messenger, probably be the best way for sure.
All right, dope. And by the way, no matter where somebody listening, if you watching this on YouTube, I'll put the links to, you can get at her in the description. Just look for it in the description. Click on the more info, whatever, and you'll find her. And if this is you listen to this somewhere, it'll be in the description. So that way you can reach out to her. But also plan on, like I said, we're gonna do other stuff in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't the end. I'm excited to grow, and I'm excited to see what else you got going on, what else you're doing, because I told you a long time ago, I'm like, yo, like I'm telling you, like you could be popping, because I see your energy, your inspiration, and I just constantly see you keep going, like no matter what, like you keep going. So I see big things, and I'm excited to grow with you, and hopefully collab on some money projects. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So, real quick, I have you on my Facebook. I've been trying to get you on. You're like my celebrity friend. I've been trying to.
Ah, that's
What's
dope. Now I'm
your
nervous. Oh God.
YouTube? What's your YouTube?
No, I'm just playing. That's dope though. Yeah. Shout out, man. Anybody who watching this, follow Alicia. You know what I'm saying? Cause she doing big stuff. She gonna do big things for sure. And I appreciate her even showing me love like that. Because like I said, she can do it, I can do it. If you watching this, you can do it. You gotta just follow your damn dreams. For real, do it. Go for it. I'm doing it. So you can definitely do it. Cause I ain't stopping. Even if people was like, oh, you shouldn't. Oh, it's not good to follow your dreams. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm doing it anyway,
Yeah.
regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was a dope podcast episode. Actually, my first one, Alicia. So you got that. You know what I'm saying? This is the first podcast. I gotta I'm excited about it. So I hope this is the first of many episodes. TGM, Team Go Mode, right? Team Go Mode, right? You about that entrepreneur life. You're not gonna stop. You don't quit. You are already on Team Go Mode, right? That's what it's about. So I'm excited for more episodes. This was the first one down. Alicia, thank you so much for doing this with me. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Like it was dope talking to you. And
you. Yeah.
we will definitely get together in more episodes. All right.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.